Okay.
This is then Bane. We've shown this a few times, man.
No, this is actually we've shown a print of this, I think, and then I think we've shown the concept ages ago. But this is it finished.
No, we did. We showed it because it was at a convention the other week.
Was it?
Yeah. Looks like George from Planet of the Apes. Talking about the Hulk. Yeah. So, yeah, we
They're
did.
always called George, aren't they? Always
George.
the white
Rampage
monkeys are always called George, aren't they? The Rampage and the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. That looks nice there. Look at that.
Yeah. It's nice. I like the some
Any
nice
news
details.
on when the Sideshow reveal is happening? Very soon. I think it goes for pre-order very soon. There you go. Yeah, it looks
Except
nice.
making a Sideshow.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, man. Cool. I love this Batman. For me, this is when you can have all the bells and whistles. You can have him doing a backflip, fucking holding a hot dog in between his bum cheeks, fucking killing two guys with a shotgun in a scene, diorama. But if you really do the work well, simple can be so beautiful, so elegant. It really doesn't need any work. I think this is a really fantastic job. I like this a lot. This Batman.
Well, I'm sure it has had a lot of work put into it.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that simple. He's not doing anything. He's just standing there. But if you do everything right, it will last. This is the sort of Batman that won't ever go out of date. It'll always look good. And that's the kind of piece you want from me. I think this is a fantastic Batman. It's one of my favourites, actually.
No, it's nice. Really nice. Yeah, that looks good. I don't even know who makes this one.
If do I, we'll probably find that as some cunt we hate, but it doesn't matter. At least you're honest about how it looks.
Actually happened with another piece, but yeah, we'll get onto that later. Then you got the Beast. Well, this was quite cool. Very, very classy.
Yeah, like the concept, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. I like looking at it. Really do. It's different. It's different from. It's actually, I think it captures the character very well. Then you got this Black Panther. It's nice as well.
It looks very similar to what Alpha 3 sort of made.
It's like the Cobra Kia one as well, yeah.
It's very similar.
Actually, his thighs are fucking massive. And there's the...
I like the swap out torso. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't like his thighs at all.
You know, like his legs?
Nah, his thighs are fucked.
Oh, fuckers lunging all the way to lunch, motherfucker.
Yeah. Looks good from that position. And yeah, and then you got this Cyclops.
I don't like the composition and balance of this piece. I think it looks wonky. You don't need to worry because that can's involved. So if anyone's just make sure you get don't get it painted.
Get a kit, buy a kit. Yeah.
Keep getting the kits, yeah.
But the problem is the kit's only $50 cheaper.
Yeah, it's worth it. Just save $50. To be honest with you, their paint's shit. Honestly, they're fucking awful at painting statues. So many of Franco's really good sculpts have been absolutely ripped to shit, based mostly on the paint that them factories are putting on their stuff. So,
for sure.
It's great having a fucking Ferrari, but if you fucking shit all over it and rub it in, it looks like a car covered in shit. It doesn't look like a Ferrari anymore.
I know who's making it, Zane. I ain't sure on that one.
No, I have no details. It could be someone I actually really hate. It just goes to prove credibility of this show. That regardless, you're gonna get the truth regardless.
This one, then I've seen this one quite a few times. I actually didn't really like this one.
I like it as well.
This one's is a love of Magneto, but actually is a different take on the Magneto, and I actually really do like the look of this. This one though, do you know why I've got the pictures here? Is they managed to get Delotto to sign all the bases.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Alpha 3.
This one, look. So then he's signing all the bases for that.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, they've really done his work some justice. So,
I don't know, because he's working for Marvel. I don't know whether he'll get in trouble for that. I hope, I hope it's not, because that's a custom of 100 pieces.
Yeah,
they're paying him to sign all the bases, and he's supporting something that isn't licensed. So that's quite kind of questionable, isn't it? This one's sorry mixed up then. So you got the Alpha 3, the Lotto, Spider-Man.
Is that not the one then? So that is not Alpha 3s.
No.
Because Alpha 3 don't do 100.
No. Sorry. These pictures have been mixed up because they're all Delisle. So basically, that is one thing. Now this is something else.
So what? Show me the one that he signed. What's the one that he signed?
Signing the base for this.
Oh shit! He's signing the base for the Magneto.
He's signing the base for all of these Magnetos, yeah. Right, and then this is Alpha 3.
Okay, so you should. All right, because they're in the same category because they're Delisle.
Because I typed in Delisle and
yes, I understand.
My name, yeah.
I was going to say that Alpha 3 don't make 100 pieces. It's be like 50 pieces. It won't be fucking signed even.
I mean, like it's good that they managed to get him to sign the bases, but I'm hoping that doesn't really come back and bite him in the arse later on. You know, because Marvel now are quite strict on all this shit. So yeah. And then again, some artists will sign anything you put in front of them. Stanley used to sign anything. So I don't know. Then this is as I say, the Lotto by Alpha 3. I know that Tyler just got this one in as well. He's got loads of these on order.
Yeah, this one comes with like Green Goblin and symbiote hands. So you got the hand of the symbiote on one, and you got him holding the Green Goblin head on the other, like the mask.
That's like a Pereira head.
Goblin.
Yeah.
Looks really cool, isn't it? It's just really nice ad. They're just getting a little bit. Quite like it.
These are some teasers for Green Goblin by Aaron Ray Perez. The teasers there for that.
Who's that?
Aaron Ray Perez.
No, I was going to say, fucking hell, Gwen's a bit short, isn't she?
Huh?
She's a bit short. She's bending over. Gwen's
bending over. So these I actually really like the look of. They're a bit expensive.
I really like Mary Jane. Mary Jane's wicked.
They're actually made by people we don't like, or don't like us even.
That's going to dislike us. I don't care. I still think Mary Jane looks fantastic.
I think they both look great, and I'd love to own these, but then they're quite expensive for what they are.
Who is it?
I think they're about like $850 for a kit, or they're $1,000 each.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is it that makes them?
They're like some Polystones exclusive, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
So is this the same sort of...
1/3 Jean-Claude Van Damme has been teased by PCS. Or is that Bloodsport version, I assume?
Got to be Bloodsport, man. Come on.
Yeah. And then, she looks great. Look at that. I think she's a bit more freckling, but she looks great.
Is this the same way that he tried to go for other commissioners, where it was like, if you don't give it to my group as exclusives, I'm going to send my minions out to say all your stuff is shit on every post and every fucking group in existence. Man.
I've seen some custom paint apps on that Mary Jane jeans. Fucking gorgeous.
It's really nice piece.
Paint. Yeah, Lewis has painted a few of them. Done a good job on them. But yeah, I think they both look really nice. I think they do.
Yeah, I prefer Mary Jane. I really like Mary Jane a lot.
I like both of them.
Yeah, both look alright. I like redheads anyway, so
not fussy. Then you got this. This I don't know why this popped up, but this is Hulk, monster of a base. Jesus Christ, the size of this base. It's gonna be a huge piece. Look at that. This base is massive.
Oh wow!
It's gonna be like one of those Transformer bases, isn't it? The P1 Transformers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know where this one come from actually, but it must have just popped up on my feed. It's all right. It's
not the worst Hulk I've ever seen. It looks pretty cool, man.
Hair needs a bit more separation, but I think
it looks pretty cool to me. Some of the shit Hulks I'm seeing, that's pretty good. I like it.
Definitely got potential. And then there's the sculpt. Jubilee, she looks nice. She would go very well with some of the other stuff with the Danger Room bases. I think she looks very cool. Ain't got a clue who makes this one either. Probably find out someone else who hates us.
Yeah, but if it looks good, looks good. We don't need to be popular. We just need to be honest.
I think it's a bit weird they're showing her. You can see her like nipplage, can't you? Her nipple outline, isn't she meant to be like about 14?
No idea. After watching Jeffrey Epstein thing, I really don't want to get into it.
It's just a massage. Just a massage.
I just want to move on. Just want to move swiftly on.
So,
Bring your friends.
Wolverine versus Juggernaut. Yeah, bring your friend. I'll give you $100. Bring a friend. Just a massage.
$200.
Rub my feet.
It wasn't that cheap.
Yeah. No, I'm saying from my point of view, I wouldn't pay too much.
And knowing you, how Jewish you are, I'd be well in that fucking room by the next week if you're $200.
Yeah. George, this guy wants to show us his comic collection. Come along.
Right, I'll see you later. Where you go?
My mum says I got to go home for dinner. I'll catch you later. But don't I get dinner today? Oh no, Jeffrey's going to take care of you. Just wants a shoulder rub. Oh yeah, that was bad. The first episode, there's like a woman. Well, there's a woman in it, and she's playing like all the victim and stuff, and she's like, "Yeah, he made me take 20 of my friends there, and he gave me £200 every time, $200 every time."
No, the numbers were insane, man. I had like 45, 60 different people.
Yeah, but it was that girl who's saying she's a victim, and then she makes out, and she says like, "Yeah, I took like 30 people there." They're just like, "Oh my god." Yeah. Anyway, Kingpin.
Friends like that who needs enemies, right?
Yeah. Nebula as well. This is like one of they only make 5 of them, I think, this group.
So they're proper fan art pieces, aren't they?
Yeah, 5. I don't know who makes this Jubilee. Someone sent it to me actually. It was Liam sent me this. I think it was. Liam, if you're in the chat,
he sent me a really sexy black cat today. Very sexy piece as well. It was.
He sent me some stuff before the chat, but I haven't managed to open it. This is the next piece from the Ninja Scroll line. So this is a rock guy. I think his name's like Tessa, I think, isn't it? And this is the next one in their line. So this is pretty cool as well. And switch out heads, switch out arms. That's going to be big.
Who's making this?
I don't know what they're called actually. It's that Peach guy, isn't it?
MFA?
No, it's not MFA. It's the guy who did all the Mortal Kombat stuff, but I can't remember actually what it's called. I know his name, but I can't remember what his group's called. His name's Peach, isn't it? I actually think the Jubei looks really good. I'm actually tempted by that Jubei, to be honest with you. I actually really like it. This then is a custom One Punch Man with. Does he even mention Genos? Yeah, it does actually. That's with Genos, yeah. So yeah, they've got that there. Hoping this is licensed. This is a rocket. It's quite nice.
Yeah, this was quite nice. Someone shared this the other day. So this is his first ever piece worked on.
Yeah, SSRL guy, Eric Hocker, actually, he's back now. So yeah, it's cool.
It's a nice piece that.
This is then another Spider-Man, so there's Alpha 3, crouching down, looking down. Different heads there now, so that's like
got some different heads, and I think that one of them's got like half symbiote and half Spider-Man suits, which is interesting.
It looks more like 20990. It's hard to tell with the texture. That one looks like kind of baggly. No. Yeah. Then you got the old classic style. Maskless. How many heads they got? It's got like 4 heads there.
They do quite a fucking lot of heads sometimes on some of them.
I don't know who does this one, but this one they've taken that idea of the comic strip on the back and actually coloured them in. I think we showed it the other week.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same group. I thought it was quite cool. And do you know what they'd labelled it as?
Go on.
They've labelled it as the Spider-Man Comic at 2.0. And I'm just like, oh, you lost my vote. You lost my vote.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid thing to do.
Cheers, Mohammed. Peach's group is called FAD Studios, you're right. Yeah.
It's nice to have people in the know.
In the know. Yeah, I just think when you kind of go, Spider-Man Comic at 2.0 is
don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's
cool. I like the way they do that with the base. The comics on the back and they've coloured them in. But I like the way that they're not coloured in on the other one, on the NMK stuff, on the mask, because I think that these to be coloured in by the factory might not be so good. So it might not be so good, you know. I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them to do that. This then is another Spider-Man. This is going to be in quarter scale and half scale. So I don't know, again, about logistics and about engineering of this piece. It's going to be well hard, especially
Looks
in half scale.
concerning.
Yeah.
It's concerning balance with the thinness of that shield. It's going to be a problem because his hands leaning forward the way they are and his body leaning back.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem.
Remember, we spoke about it. Rewind the video, my friend.
Get back on it. Get over there about an hour ago.
So yeah. I'm just worried about this one, about the engineering of it. I like the way it's a different concept. I don't like the way they're thinking out of the box, but
I don't think it's different. This has been done before.
Not standing on the shield like that.
Not standing on the shield, but there's one where he's standing on like fucking something. It's exactly the same pose as that with his hands forward like that.
Yeah.
Just put a shield on the fucking base. It's a shield.
Yeah.
Instead of it being some sort of globe thing or some like round thing that he's standing on. The only difference was the round thing. Somebody thought about the fucking engineering of it not falling the fuck over. Whoever's done this is just...
It's an old style bone.
I don't know if it is. There's a custom. I've seen a quarter scale one as well where it sits like this too. There's a few, man. It's not the first time.
DXG Workshop is doing the Spider-Man with the comics on the back. That was originally something that the NMK thought about, with the comics on the back, and then that's been taken.
Oh. So it goes.
Paid homage to.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
I'd be a little concerned about just how thin this is going to sort of be. It'd be
I'm saying, but in half scale, that's going to lean badly.
Yeah, that's even worse if you're thinking about that. That kind of big body up there is going to be a nightmare. Yeah. The problem is, as well, here's a problem. To make this be secure, the shield is going to have to be like a building. It's going to have to be like a curve like that. And then behind it, it's going to have to be completely like square. So you can't see it. It's the only way it will work. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So from the front, it may look like a shield, but from the side and the back, you can't. You can't do that. You can't do that.
If you've got detailing on the back.
You can't do that. It can't be done. Not without that going over. Not unless that is made out of rice. Actually, rice would be too heavy. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. It has to be made out of helium. Be made out of a balloon. Because the only way it would be possible to stand up there. There's no way you're going to get the delicacies of that shield and put him up sitting on the thing of it. It's not going to, it won't stay. It's literally just going to start like leaning backwards over time. And eventually you're going to walk into your room and you've got this shield and Spider-Man's going to be hanging on the back of it with his hands up over the top.
This one then, you got the Thanos. First of all, when you look at these pictures of it,
Queen Studios.
I think it looks good, but I think it looks good to start with. So when you look at it, oh no, the pictures read the wrong fucking way.
It's too similar to Queen Studios as a pose anyway.
Like, when you look at, let me skip all this shit now. When you go from the other side, so you go like here, yeah, like that. So when you look at it like that, I think that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks great. Look at all these. They look really good, right? And then
I don't trust any of these type of pictures.
That's what I'm saying. But even when you look at the death at the back, she's quite a nice element to it because she's in the background. When you then see all this shit,
right?
When you see all this shit on the base, you're like, "What the fuck are you thinking? Look at that Hulk head."
You better forget all of this. Forget all of this.
I'm saying, but look, all these add-on bits. It's just like. They're fucking horrible. They're really bad.
For me, if someone had sent me this concept, if somebody had sent me this concept design and said to me, what do you think? Do you know what I said?
I said, get the fuck out of my office.
I would have said, lose all of the things you've put on the base.
Exactly.
Lose every single element. Not just some of them, lose all of them. Have him sitting there with blood all over him, like how he is, with blood on his hands, sitting crouched over, and her in his ear, him wearing the gauntlet, all bloodied up like that. Like, so sometimes less is more. Saying something and having all these decapitated heads. It is the thing about it, right? Somebody who just leaves decapitated heads and leaves like bodies and broken bits all around their base, for example, right? Isn't sitting there deep in thought like that. Because anybody that maniacal that wants to sort of have body parts where they're sitting, they're not going to be sitting there deep in thought. You need to have, you understand what I'm saying? You need to have where you're depicting a story and you're like, for example, here's a prime example, like Mythos.
So, wait, can I just stop you 1 second and just say one thing?
Right.
That just reminds me of Jordan's son. That's what I'm going to say. Harvey.
Oh, okay.
That was it. Anyway.
All right. So you got pieces like, for example, you got the Magneto on Throne from X-Men, which is a fantastic storytelling piece. It shows of sort of like a Magneto victory, but it doesn't show it in sort of like, it's the concept of it. You don't know if he's just done it. You don't know if he did it a long time ago. You don't know any of that. It's there to be depicted. It's the same as the Mythos Vader. It tells a story, and it doesn't have, Luke Skywalker's fucking body cut in half. It doesn't have, anything like that. It doesn't need that darkness, because that dark contemplation point about the Mythos Vader doesn't need any help. It has the sort of flames around the base, and it's all sort of Easter eggy for yourself. So her leaning over his ear and talking to him and him covered in blood, lose all the rest of that shit. Don't need any of that shit. And just have him as he is. And it would have been absolutely fine. It would have been a fantastic concept. It would have been a good concept.
It's weird as well, because obviously he's just ripped off Captain America's head, right? Or Captain America's head in his hand. And you've got the Spider-Man one there. And you've got like Nick Fury's skeleton. So like they're different levels of decomposition. So he's been sitting there like a fucking long time in between deaths.
Yeah, he's really thinking.
That Wolverine is fucking dreadful.
Just losing more.
And again, Cyclops is a skeleton. It's like they're all different levels of, like, to get
it depends, because it depends, because if you want to be nitpicky about these things in the same way that you're being right now, some people look like he's killed them with his bare hands. Other people look like he's fried them with power, with his beams, with his power, with his things like that. And that's where you leave skeletons. Yeah. So it depends on how you want to see things. You see what you want to see. But I think the dark contemplation that is going on here with her in his ear, I think just lose all of those gory aspects and don't sort of, have a little bit of tease, man, a little bit of foreplay about you, man. Don't just fucking ram that shit home. Wear that shit up. Make sure it's ready. Fucking ram that shit home. Leaving it looking like that. It's like, like over the top. It's like, look, all the things he's, like I've done in the statue form, he's ripped his head off and he's burnt this guy. And it's a bit like, I don't want to see that. I want to think that. I want to be thinking, who did he just kill? It's covered in blood. She's easier. What's she saying to him? She's saying to him, kill more. She's saying you haven't done enough. Because usually it's you haven't done enough. And all of these things. I don't want to. What you're doing there for me is you basically brought me out my starter, my main, my dessert, and my bill all in one fucking go, and gone, here you are. I'm going to be like, okay, well that's fucked now. Don't eat any of that shit. Let's just leave. Because I want to go through the point. I want to go through the meal.
Yeah.
I want to sit and enjoy it for what it is. I don't want everything thrown at me all at once like that.
Also, I think that back is a bit messy as well, like that.
That's just hiding shit. That is. That's just a quick fucking thing. It's like
I think of all the characters were in skeleton form, I think it would be better. And not covered in blood.
Fuck the skeletons. Leave the bodies. Don't need the bodies, man.
I'm saying, but like having them all like that, I think they look terrible. I think the design of them are terrible. Apparently, that's Spider-Man on the shield is going to be made out of PVC to be light. And what was the other one? Does anyone know if there's a lot of Spider-Man still available?
Which one?
The Alpha 3.
You PM me, man. I'll tell you to speak to.
Danny, send George a PM. And Pieces Disturbing about some point. Oh, they're stuck on Inferno. He's late, isn't he? He weren't here.
Oh, fuck were you?
Break, and he went off ages ago. Don't rate that piece at all. Don't like it. Yeah, I think there's elements that could be good, but yeah.
I like the Thanos. I like the face. I like the pose. I like the body. I like the colours that they've used. I like the Lady Death, and I like like pretty much for me, all of them bits are solid. It's when you start looking down, you've lost it completely, and you don't know the character either if you're putting all these sort of things on there, because that's not the character either. To be brutally honest with you, he's not one of these. He's not one of these people. That's the great thing about him. Like you think he's one of these maniacal characters, but it doesn't work that way. He's not like the trophy sort of type. He's more like it's a necessity rather than. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's not. He's not looking really. The whole mythology behind Thanos itself is he's looking to be killed. That's what he's hoping for. He's hoping to find somebody good enough to kill him and put him out of his misery, because the biggest failure for him is being born. He does not want to be here at all. And that is the whole mythos behind the character. He's looking, it's like that thing, because you long for death, because you have no fear of it, you want it to come, you can't be killed. And it's like a perpetual hell, because he's also under the protection of Lady, the Mistress Death, who has him killing everyone. So he can't be killed because she controls that domain. So it's sort of like an end. It's like a constant nightmare that she's telling him. If you love me and you want to be with me, you'll please me and you'll do all these things. And then he just keeps doing them out of necessity because he loves her, and he sort of wants to find someone of his equal. It's very hard for him to do so. So it's a very complex character. Not a character that would ever sit on, like bodies and shit like that. There's none of that sort of nonsense is going on. It's just not going on. So
this is an interesting question. If I actually read it right, if you guys were to be made as statues, what would be your exclusives?
God.
Yours would be your little fucking special needs dog.
Yeah, my little retard dog. I've got a fucking ejaculating French bulldog that you can have put on the base, which happened. I have a dog that literally has wet dreams, which is just crazy.
But literally, it would be like you thinking, it'd be cool to have a dog on a base like Lobo, but it ain't gonna look like Lobo's
It's
dog.
just, listen, it's exactly like Lobo's dog with big sticky up ears, but the only difference is that my dog goes to sleep, snores, has dreams, wakes up and ejaculates for 45 minutes all over your fucking couch. And you change, that's why it's covered.
God. What's mine then? God, you're gonna be my switch out left foot. The varying degrees of like turning inwards, yeah.
Your Forrest Gump legs. I don't know. It's a hard one with you. I don't know. Fucking your drunk rage, start fights, fucking portray.
But that can't be portrayed in the statue, though, can it?
Yeah, it can. You can maybe your bitch backhand slap. How about that? Your pimp hand slap.
Oh yeah, I can get like one of those like He-Man figures, with the twist.
That was funny.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
The funny thing is, I think I've with this one, like, I think there's so much of it that's right. There's just, I think 75% of this is really, really good.
I like Jack. I don't drink Jack, actually.
No, you don't drink Jack Daniels, no.
Alex could have swap out forearms.
Yeah, that Popeye forearms is a good call. Nice.
If it involved Brendan, it would be a glass of water. Yeah, God, man. Fucking guy. Switch out forearms, yeah. When Cody and I were drinking, and actually do you know what I blame is Calvin. Calvin, statue fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Cody and I were drinking and we were getting drunk. And then Statue Fanatic came over and he fucking like took it to the next level and started getting all these like drinks in the karaoke bar, right? It was bad. And then Cody and I were like wasted. And then the thing is like Brendan kept coming over and going, "Hey, have a glass of water, have a glass of water." And we're like, dude, fuck off. You know? And then
so Brandon was basically trying to help you look after yourself.
Yeah.
And that's how you thanked him for it, which is typical you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He basically, what Brandon was saying, in all honesty, was you're embarrassing yourself here. Have a drink of water. Because as soon as somebody comes up to you and you're drinking, right, and they say, do you fancy a coffee? Or do you fancy a glass of water? Do you want me to tell you the translation of what they're saying? This is what they're saying to you. They come over and they go real close. And the English, the breakdown of that, the bullshit breakdown is, you're acting like a cunt. Would you like to fucking sort yourself out, please? That's exactly what that means.
And the other side of it was I had Cody on my other side. So I had Brendan on my left trying to be a little angel. And then I had Cody on the other side being a cunt as well.
Yeah, because he was probably drunk like you and probably acting up like you. There you are. I actually know what that is like, and I know how you become, and you are a belligerent drunk. That's what you are, belligerent. You're loud, you're abrasive, and you start trouble. You're really like, you're not a good drunk at all.
I don't know.
If it means anything to you, Brandon Guerrero, fair play to you, son. And I think I can see exactly what you saw. So I have no doubt whatsoever. I remember once being on a plane with Alex heading over to Singapore to do a con, and a woman asking him to be quiet and him going absolutely ballistic on the plane. So, and I had to restrain him physically and tell him to shut up before things got really bad, because he was like, what? He was like fucking well out of his face. It was like,
what happened before that was like,
she had a screaming child. Fucking poor you.
And her and like her kid. It wasn't a kid. It was like, it wasn't a child.
He was about 5. It's a child.
He wasn't that young.
It was, Alex. He was about 5 years old. You pisshead.
Anyway, if it was now and he was coughing like that on the plane, they'd fucking open the door and chuck him out.
She had a sick child on her plane, and and that's what Alex was very keen on reminding her of, this noisy shit cunt child that kept him fucking.
Happy New Year, gentlemen. Happy New Year, Omar. DFX distribution, a legit place to get your XM pieces. I don't know who. Do you mean GFX? GFX is. I don't know who DFX is.
that would be clever, wouldn't it? That'd be a clever scam. Who's the most reliable GFX? Just put a different letter in front of that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just go with that. We'll come up first on the alphabet. Yeah. You got this Thor. I don't know where this come from. Talking hiccups.
Don't like it.
This then. Slive. Yeah.
It's Aaron Ray Perez, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. That's nice.
I thought it looked pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Slide?
When is XM Gladiator Hulk coming? Yeah, he says GFX, yeah. Yeah, they're the legitimate US distribution, the only one. When does Gladiator Hulk coming? Soon. This one, again, we showed this before, and I've already made fun of it. I can't even...
Yeah, it's horrible.
It basically looks like he's running and he's fucking well tripping over that bell.
He's buckled in it. He's buckled straight over that bell.
You know, that reminds me of that time. I think we were with like Amy Goodin or somewhere else.
I've done it over the fence.
And you went out near Tesco's, you jumped over the fence and got your foot caught in the fence. That's
that was a bad one and all. Amy Goodin was fit too. That was a bad day. That was a tough one. I jumped that fence. That's a really high fucking metal fence as well, and I've jumped it almost every single time. And then she's there, and I'm like, "Yeah, what's this? I show my agility. Get me some snatch." I got a face full of fucking pavement as well. I got to hear that.
The worst part about it was there was about 5 of us. We all laughed at you, and you fucking come over and punch me.
Yeah, I had to try and recoup some of that masculinity. Alex, I was probably like 11 years old.
Well, yeah, maybe. the other time as well. Do you remember when? I can't remember what happened, but I think it was Amy Goodin as well. Again,
I'm not fucking twice.
And she knocked on the door, So I went and opened the door, and then you come to the door and you like slap me around the head or something. And then I punched you, and then I run off. And then you chased me, and I
You Ryu through me.
I jumped back on the sofa as you jumped towards me, and then I kind of pushed you with my foot.
Yeah, you
and you went
Ryu,
flying.
didn't you?
You went flying.
Spinning Ryu thing.
You went flying into no, that was the other time. Then you went flying into the fireplace, and then you were like on the floor, kind of like twitching.
Yeah,
and then
winded.
Then you locked myself in the bathroom. You chased me in the bathroom.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a good one. It was like it's the spinning. It was the other throw, not the one over the shoulder. The one where they go that way.
No, the one over the shoulder was
landed on a plug.
That was in my bedroom. The one in the there.
Landed well on the plug. I did.
We're on the phone and
flirting with girls.
Mariam as well, and I fancied Mariam, and then you said something about me. So I grabbed you, and I had this like retard strength all of a sudden, and just like fucking launched you over, like riding through.
Lucky
you landed on the plug.
Yeah, and then landed on the plug.
I was on that, and I took the phone off you, and I'm talking to her, and then you're lying on the floor, like twitching a little bit, and I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to call you back." I told you, okay?
Medic, call a medic.
You're like, yeah, I'm good.
I just can't feel my knee. It's fine. Yeah, I threw you on your back, George. Oh shit, that's not good.
And it's on the UK plugs as well, which was like bad.
I think it was a big extension. We used to have these things in the UK, which are like big solid brick. You stuck it in your thing. You stuck plugs in all sides of it.
Oh yeah.
Basically, all sides took a plug. So one left, right, top, bottom, and in the front. And he threw me on top of that. That fucking sucked.
Actually, that's a good thing. Actually, yeah, you're right, man. It does actually have an element of the tick in it.
Yeah, body proportions, definitely.
Yeah, the tick is well funny.
It looks awful. It's a horrible piece.
I don't like it at all.
It does. I've definitely getting the momentum part of it, where he looks like he's ran and he's clapped into that, and he's buckling that foot. That leg is going over the other one. He's going face first into the ground.
It's not Eddie's day.
He's running from fucking Null, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is another
I saw a picture of Null today, and it's on a cover of a comic, and it looks like Mick Jagger. It's quite bad, yeah. I don't know what this one is either.
It's another fan art. Then
looks hand sculpted, though.
Does look a bit traditional, but I don't know if that's just a render style, or if this is actual real sculpt. It could be a real sculpt, who knows?
Don't know. Just a bit different. It's just Venomized Wolverine, though.
No idea. Yeah, I think it is. I think one of the switch out heads is that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the end of that.